In my coaching sessions with business leaders, I often ask them a very important question. What is the number one thing your employees are looking for? So I help them arrive at the best response to the question. Meaningful work. Meaningful work. Whether you are a leader at a non-profit, a bank, a fintech company, a law firm, or anywhere in between, you can create a meaningful mission for every single one of your team members. This answer isn't fashionable, but it is incredibly simple. And here is how to create meaningful work for your team. Number one, ensure your leadership team has a clear, measurable organization-wide goals. Number two, clearly communicate those goals to every person in your organization and do so frequently. This suffices to say that there is a need for clarity when creating meaningful work for your team. As Brené Brown says, clarity is kindness, but it is not just kind, it is necessary for employee buy-in, growth, and results. So, according to the results from a Gallup research, less than half of employees know what is expected of them at work. In addition to that, when employees agree that the leaders of their organization communicate with clarity, they are 73% less likely to feel burned out at work. Number three, ensure each team member has a goal that directly impacts the organization-wide goals, a career goal. Why does this approach work? When each person can see how their day-to-day activities are directly driving business results, it innately produces the sense of purpose that each one of us craves. Once your team realizes their impact, they are more engaged, they are more effective, and committed to your organization's outcomes. I can speak to this from personal experience. When I started out my career as a lawyer, and the bid to negotiate for better salary with law firm owners, I constantly heard the narrative that these new wigs are so entitled. I always resented that rhetoric because I loved working hard. In fact, I often found so much purpose in my work that it became a challenge. The key difference was I felt deeply connected to the mission of the organization. I had a clear why and a strong sense of purpose driving my work ethics. Perhaps then that narrative about entitlement was directed to those who felt zero connection to the overall mission of the organization. So that brings me to the question, how do you practically create a unified leadership team with clear goals that cascade that clarity throughout your organization? At the Leadership Factory community, we emphasize that clarity is simply having all goals documented visibly for the entire organization to see. This keeps your main objectives front and center and allows every person to correlate their initiatives with your goals and your outcomes. So tell me in the comment section below, how do you ensure work is meaningful to your team members? I'm always eager to learn and implement new ideas. You can learn more about how our coaching approach helps your team create clear goals that communicate individual impact by joining the Leadership Factory community using the QR code displayed at the end of this video. Thank you. I hope to see you soon. Bye.